have a question. WNBA news. Now this is kind of an old story that kind of got brought back to the surface. I wanted to touch on the Dearica Hamby and Becky Hammon situation that happened with the Aces, and somehow it then kind of came back up with the Sparks. I don't know how or why.
Mm.
What are the new developments you're hearing in regards to the whole Becky Hammon Dearica Hamby situation?
So Dearica is suing the Los Angeles Aces.
The
It's
Las
either
Vegas
she's
Aces. You say Los
Aces
Angeles. You mean the
or
Vegas
this
Aces?
Los Angeles.
It's cool. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. They might
Las
not know, but
Vegas,
I knew what you
y'all.
meant. I knew what you meant. I knew what you
Well,
meant.
man.
They both in the West Coast over there.
Ooh,
They both over there. Yeah.
the Aces. I think she suing. I actually think she's suing Becky Hammon.
That sounds more accurate.
Yeah, she's suing.
I would sue Becky Hammon if I'm gonna sue anybody for that situation. Is it for discrimination? Is that what the lawsuit's about? Discrimination?
But yes, because she was pregnant. That's
Right.
basically it.
I
Like
wouldn't sue the Aces per
Becky.
se unless she knows somebody in the front office had an issue and it was kind of like it trickled down from the front office through Becky Hammon and she knows that, then maybe I would. But if it's just directly based on Becky making a personal decision as a head coach, I wouldn't sue the team. I would just sue Becky personally. Yeah, I'd make it a civil suit if anything.
Man,
I'm just saying.
they dropped the conversation between them two.
Yeah, I seen
Becky was
that.
wild for that.
Yeah,
Becky
I didn't
was
like it.
wild.
I understand being a hard nosed coach and as being a foreign player. I understand the value or the lack of appreciation for coaches that are like hard nosed. But there's a fine line between being a hard nosed coach that take no BS, no excuses, and then not having any type of emotional connection to your players or understanding like they are human, they're not machines. I mean, we do train like we're machines. We might play the game aggressively like we machines, but we're still human. We still have a human side, especially with women. And when it comes to giving birth to a child, that's a whole different arena I have no familiarity with. So I'm like, yeah, that's a whole different conversation right there. So I feel like she kind of crossed the line on that. She went way out of her way on that one, out of pocket, way out of pocket.
What I don't understand is I can see a man saying those things.
Right, right,
You're
right.
a whole woman on another woman this. That's wild. That's wild. Like
Do you think
wow.
maybe Becky got that from being under Coach Pop all those years? I'm not trying to like make an excuse for it, but do you feel like because Coach Pop is
It
one of those
might.
kind of coaches? I think she might have just been developed underneath that type of tutelage to the point where she probably adapted some of his philosophies and probably for that split
It might.
second didn't like check back in like, yo, hold up, I'm a woman too. Like, oh, whoa,
Yeah.
time out. I went a little too far on that one. Let me pull it back in, reel it back in a little bit, you know. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I can't connect on that level. But I just feel like she did go too far though. She went a little too far in my opinion. I like Becky though, Hall of Fame head coach for sure. I mean,
I
but
absolutely love Becky. What?
hey, hey, humans make mistakes. I think Becky just really needs to just own up to it and just put out a public apology, make a statement, and try to be a little more uh considerate and a little more in tune with your
Yeah.
players when it comes to like personal situations like that. And it's not all business. Sometimes you got to get a little personal and understand people from a personal level, not just a business standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she did get punished for it. She only got like I think suspended for like 2 days, 2 games. I think just two. I could be wrong, but
I think them sending Dearica or getting rid of her off the team was more like obviously it was some damage control. They knew they had to do something. They couldn't keep those two in the same locker room for obvious reasons. I mean, women, when y'all get angry, it's another woman versus another woman. Y'all get a
not
little
too much.
crazy.
Not too much.
You
Not too
said, you said
much.
what?
Plus.
Y'all can get a little,
I
y'all
said
get a little
not too much
physical.
on us.
You get a little physical in that locker room. You know, cat fight. Ain't want no cat fight. But anyway, uh, but yeah, no. I hope they get it all resolved.